Sure.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Crusaders Hockey. This is Gary Babin, along with Joe Bisbee and our cameraman, Joe Ruska. We're here to bring you all the exciting play-by-play action as your hometown Groton-Dunstable Crusaders play tonight against the Oakmont Spartans. Joe, when we last were on the air, the Crusaders put up a great effort against the Algonquin Tomahawks and pulled out a victory 4-2. Can you update us on the games that have occurred since?
Sure, there are two games. The first one being the military night against North Middlesex, and they pulled out an exciting 1-1 tie, which is a pretty impressive tie considering North Middlesex did win their conference last year. And then we had a disappointing 3-0 loss against Auburn. Tough game for the Crusaders. Not too many details on that, but obviously no goals were scored.
So the strong effort that we saw against Algonquin, we're going to be looking for a return to that type of effort tonight, clearly. Has the coach made any changes in the lineup that you're aware of?
Not too many changes. Really, he's starting the same type of lines, and I think we'll get Nevin Tardif in net tonight, but we'll have to wait to see when he skates out.
I'll look forward to that. We haven't seen him yet. At least I have not. Last game it was Ben McAvoy, put up a strong effort.
Yep.
And we'll be back after the opening ceremonies to bring you all the play-by-play.
Welcome to tonight's game between Oakmont and Groton-Dunstable. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem performed by Ashley Chaddock.
Well, we're just about ready for our first period action. Hockey between the Groton-Dunstable Crusaders and the Oakmont Spartans.
And my initial suspicions were confirmed. Nevin Tardif is in net. And we do have one slight change in the lineup. Number 16, Nick Irvey, has been called up from junior varsity to play for our varsity team.
So we get to see a new face tonight.
Yep, we have Chris Latini on the opening draw.
He's centering Eric Nemore and Ryan Dodge. Play is underway. Puck at center ice. Crusaders trying to move it out of the zone, but we get an offside call.
Yep, trying to jump it in, get a start, quick, fast start, but no avail.
No line changes, just a few seconds played so far.
11 to be exact.
Puck into the Spartan zone. Ryan Dodge tried to work it out of the corner, set up the play in front. Eric Niemoller circling in the corner, gets it back to the point, over to the other side.
Brandon
Shot on net, and a goal! Right off the bat.
Yep, Brandon Prue, nice pass to Patrick Keating. Went high, right over the blocker. Goalie didn't see it coming. Didn't look at his shooting by too much, but one he probably wants back.
It was a beautifully placed shot.
Yep. The goalie, by the look of his glove, didn't seem like he saw it at all until it was too late.
Face off again. Brought right into the zone by the Crusaders. Shot on net.
Oh,
Deflector save.
Yeah.
Play is behind the Spartan end. Comes around to the corner.
The Gar sideline out
up
there.
Up the boards. Blocked there by number 21, Patrick Keating. Working the puck in front. The Spartans pick it up. They work it out with a pass that will be an icing call. So, Joe, once again, the Crusaders are off to a roaring start.
Yep, they're definitely trying to make up for the other night when they were shut out 3-0.
That goal occurred with less than 1 minute played in the game.
Yes, sir.
Face off in the Spartan end. Puck goes back to the Crusader end.
Goal scored by number 21, Pat Keating.
Good to see John Langen back out there on 5-on-5. He was a little under the weather last time, only got power play minutes.
Groton-Dunstable goal scored at 29 seconds in the first period.
Picking up the play, the Crusaders move it out of the zone. Up the boards. Into the Spartan corner. Puck squirts out to the center. And the Spartans try to work it up. Quickly broken up by John Langen. Good defensive play there. Spartans take it back in their zone. Up the sideboards into the center ice where John Langen will pick it up for the Crusaders. Sends it into the center.
Nice pass by Langen.
Kenny. Play doesn't really develop, and the Spartans now take it down into the Crusader end. Shot on net. First save for Nevin Tardif. Puck now in the Crusader end. Spartans working it down there. In the corner, a centering pass picked up out front by Mr. Kenny.
A lot of ice these two.
2-on-2 for the moment. Lays down in the corner. Keegan Penny picks it up. Back to the point. Rather weakly goes through the Spartan zone into the front of the net. Picked up on the point for another shot that's deflected wide. Crusaders working it now. Puck goes behind the Spartan goal. Around the corners, up the boards. Where Mike Cole picks it up. And the puck gets deflected out. Spartans trying to come up with a threat here.
Good play by Kenny.
Good coverage prevented the pass.
An angry mother you'll probably be able to hear on the broadcast.
A Spartan mother, it sounds like.
Yep.
We should tell the folks at home that we do not have a roster of the players on the other team, so we'll give you numbers, but names we don't have. Face off in the Crusader end.
Looks like Keating went in for holding.
So we're going to be short-handed here. 5-on-4. Crusaders clear the puck. Short-handed for 1:30. Spartans take it behind their zone. They try to set it up. Looks like their team captain. They work it up the boards. Niemöller breaks up that play. Goes behind Nevin Tardif for a whistle. We'll bring the face-off all the way down to the Spartan end. Territorially, good news for the Crusaders.
Yeah,
Niemöller.
Not the entry that they were looking for from the Spartans.
Niemöller on the face-off. Pushes it in behind the net.
Groton-Dunstable penalty by number 21, Pat Keating, honored for holding.
Puck goes up the boards. Spartan takes it into the zone. Back down where Nevin Tardif steers it to the corner. Crusaders clear it out.
Good clear by Brandon Prue.
45 seconds left in the penalty. Done a pretty good job of killing it so far, Joe.
Yep, one pointless shot, and that's about it. 2 shots.
Nice save by Tardif. Spartan set up the play well there.
Yep, got a good look.
Nevin flashed out the pad. Puck goes up the boards. Spartan player gets right around the defense, walks in for a shot. Nevin Tardif, a beautiful save. Puck sprints in front.
Oh. Nevin lost track of the puck there, got between his legs and then behind the net. Good job as D picking up for him.
Spartan forward looked like he shot it wide. Luckily,
yep.
They had a lot of pressure on at that moment. So they did make something out of this penalty, but which has expired.
Well, icing's waved off.
Crusaders send it all the way down so they can get out some fresh legs. I think we have the Kenny Cole Strauss.
Yep, nice steal by Latini there.
Chris Latini centering pass.
Robert Hoare.
Couldn't get a shot away. Spartans bring it right back in. Nice check there.
Matt Carroll.
Good defensive play. Crusaders try to work it out. They do. Its play is in center ice. Comes into the zone, a 2-on-2.
Yeah, Latini's got Brad Garza on the far side of that.
Centers the pass, broken up by the defenseman. Back to the point.
Cam Strong with a shot.
Good shot from 2 saves.
Some would say a strong shot.
Another shot tipped on net.
Good redirect by Brad Garside.
Puck in the corner. Back to the point. Crusaders pressing very hard here. Spartan scrambling. Garside on the boards. They send it back into the Spartan end. And the Spartans just clear the puck for an icing call. Yep. Well, they were really feeling the heat.
Yeah, Spartans trying to take the pressure off, ice the puck, get some new legs out there.
So in the last minute or so, the Crusaders had at least 4 shots. 3 of them threats.
We'll call those grade A.
Face off into Spartan end. Play up the boards to the point.
Keating's feeling it. 3rd shot on goal from just him. Toward goal.
Yeah, that was wide.
Yeah.
Got a whistle here. What's the call? Offside?
I don't understand how that official made the offsides call, considering he was down the other end. The line judge was right on top of the play.
Well, it brings the play out to center ice.
Yep, and you'll see on the replay or the broadcast that was not out of the zone.
Crusaders win the draw. Puck is at center ice. They dump it into the Spartan end. Play up the boards.
Yep. Keating DDD to Brandon Prue.
Nice play to get the puck into the zone. Spartan end. Crusaders trying to set up, but now the Spartans have a threat. Their center brings it in.
Good play by Keating.
Nice defensive play there. Took the man, knocked the puck into the corner. We've got a scrum going here down on the Crusader end. Looks like Crusaders will take possession. Sending the puck up through center. A nice long pass just out of the reach of Penny.
Yep, Penny keeping it alive, keeping it in.
Spartans have control. Oh, broken up.
Good hit by Cole.
Kenny in the corner. Puck now squirts out where the Spartans can't clear it. Another play in the center of the ice, but nothing develops there. Crusaders send it out and they're looking for a change. Spartans carry it in. Puck
Good hit by
over.
Ryan Dodge. Make the guy pay for moving the puck.
Spartans came out with a rush of pressure, but they've lessened up in the last couple of minutes. They really haven't had much in the way of setup in front. Crusaders work it out. Play enters the Spartan zone.
Way to stay on side, Mr. Latini.
Keeney can't set up for the shot. Pretty good play on the part of the Spartan winger here. Carries the puck in and gets a weak shot off on Cardiff. Wasn't much for him to handle.
I don't need to handle anything. I'm pretty sure it hit at the back of the net.
Puck goes right on. A strange angle. Cardiff turns it away, and the puck goes up through the center where the Crusaders carried it in. Eric Niemola takes a shot right for the corner.
Right. Good save by the goalie. Had to kind of fight it off coming in up high, but he did.
That was labeled, no question. Niemola made a nice move bringing it in. Got off the shot for a real threat. Another grade A, I guess. Harrison Thoreau takes the shot. Puck is stopped in the center, but the Spartans work it out. 2-on-2 for the moment. Jump behind Tardif around the boards where the Crusaders will send it up the boards. Up through center. Spartans steer it back into the Crusader end. Here goes defense to defense. Crusaders can't clear it out. Yep. They'll try it on the other side. Spartans break it up again. They've got a 3-on-2. A weak shot goes behind Tardif. Crusaders work it out. Possible breakaway. Turning up. Moving right in. Oh! Play was stopped. Oh, that was a good effort.
Yeah, Harry Peralt got caught up with 2 by the D.
Well, a Spartan defenseman picked him up pretty well. Made a good effort himself.
Yep.
I'd like to give you his name if we could, but it was good hockey nonetheless. Shot goes wide. Back to the point.
Keating, nice shot. He's definitely feeling it tonight. That's a goal. It's a goal by Brandon Prue.
Another excellent shot. Went high.
Yeah, another goal from the defense. Good stuff. Good to see. So you have Keating and Prue.
So with just under 6 minutes left to play in the first period, the Crusaders have taken a 2-0 lead.
And hopefully the scoreboard will reflect that at some point.
Spartans now with a threat. Ryan Tardif. Nevin Tardif, I apologize. Nice stop.
Making Dunstable proud, Gary.
Kenny sends the puck around. Broken up. Crusaders keep the puck in the zone.
And this is a little bit different look of a line. It's Penny centering Cole and Ben Strauss from last home game. Penny is replacing the departed Nate Rabbit. Oh, 14 blue and edge there.
John Langen picks the puck up behind Tardif.
Goal scored by number 8, Brandon Prue. Assisted by number 24, Joseph Stinkin.
You know, Mike Cole going 4-on-1. Nice job. Keep the puck deep.
Scored at 9:46 in the first period.
Puck goes up into the Crusader end. Nice long pass. They send it down into the zone.
Yep, good dump and chase. Matt Carroll pinching it up on D.
Crusaders with some fresh legs out there. Ryan Dodge hits a guy in the corner. Shot on net goes wide. Back to the point. Keating takes a shot. Whoa!
Nice shot and tension there with Keating. Going low, getting the rebounds.
I counted 2 shots in there and another tip that just went wide. In the corner, Niemoller centers it. Spartans stack up in front. Nice defense there and a save.
Yep, got to slow the play down. Goalie needs to get that stopped. Let his team regroup. Crusaders had some good structure there. The Spartan defense didn't have any answers for.
Joe, we've got at least a dozen shots by the Crusaders at this point, versus 4 or 5.
Peppering the goalie. And we weren't at the game the other night, but we heard the Crusaders did pepper that goalie as well. These shots seem to have more intent. Beautiful backhand goal by Eric Niemoller. Crusaders hopping out to a nice 3-0 lead in the first 11 minutes of this game.
Niemoller's really hot tonight. That was a beautiful backhander.
Yep. He got the lift on that from nice and in close.
So a 3-0 lead, and all of the goals have been high. They sure know this goaltender's weak spot.
Yeah, most goalies, you shoot high for the corners. It's their weak spot.
But the Crusaders are really picking it with precision. We've got a stoppage in play here. Looks like the Spartan.
Yeah, Oakmont's taking a timeout here to regroup. Not sure if they're going to make a goalie change, but we will see.
With 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the first period.
The Spartan defense. I think that's called the phalanx, right, Gary?
Just the tip of the spear. Crusaders with a 3-0 lead and a wide territorial edge, I would say.
Crusaders trying to want to keep the pressure on.
Referee officials blows the whistle, calling the face-off. Spartans are really in a heated discussion here.
Yep.
We've got the Perot line out there. That would be Core and Garside.
If
wing.
If they're the Spartans, that makes us the Persians, I think.
Play is on in the
Garside
Crusaders end.
heavy on the boards. It appears to be okay.
By number 9, Eric Niemoller. Assisted by number 20, Chris Latini, and number 8, Brandon Prue.
Crusaders
goal scored at 10:47 in the first period.
Crusaders work the puck into the zone.
Yeah,
3 on 3. Nice shot on net.
Looks like our new addition from JV's out there for the first time, Nick Irving.
Crusaders again with the puck and another shot. This one tipped. Puck goes out of onto the Spartan bench.
Yeah, it looks like caught one of their coaches back there. Looks to be a little hobbled by it. But he throws the puck back out there. He doesn't take it to get revenge. Good guy.
What if that was the only puck?
What if?
Face off in the Spartan end.
The Spartans did elect to keep their same goalie. No change yet.
Crusaders keep the same line out there. The road centering Core and Garside. Plays in the corner. Crusaders trying to work it out, which they do. Spun around. Kind of a weak shot on net, tied up by the Spartan goaltender. So we'll have another face-off here. And looks like Coach Crowley's going to keep the same players on. Carroll on the point. Takes a shot, sends it down to the corner wide. Doesn't really connect. Another shot on net. Crusaders finally change up. Puck goes around the corner. Spartans work it out. Looks like a race here.
Yeah, Cam Strong win that race.
No icing. Puck goes over to Tarduk. He steers it behind the net. The Crusaders will start out. Sending it up the boards. Spartans trying to press. Bit of a scrum over there on the far side. Crusaders come up with it. Puck still not leaving the zone. Finally, 2 on 2. Kenny takes the puck up on the left side, sends it in the middle where it's steered into the corner by the Spartan defense. Ooh. Puck back to the point for a shot by Strong. Knocked the player's stick out of his hand. Spartans work it out. 2 on 2.
Nice poke check by Strong there, but didn't fall through and get it.
Nice defensive play. Pass in the center, giving a real threat to stop.
Yep, Matt Carroll. Sorry.
Matt Carroll, he skates it out. He's got a heavy body check here.
Appeared to be tied up there. A little stick holding by out.
Both players took a few seconds to get up, but the Crusaders have the puck.
There's a little lumber dispute there.
Long pass up through the center. Can't quite handle it. Puck taken into the Spartan end where their goaltender will tie it up. I think we have to call that a shot. Crusaders have only had a few weak ones. Forward line is Latini, Niemoller, and Dodge. Latini takes the draw. Dodge in a scrum, trying to get it back to the point. Body check on the part of
Pat Keating. Yeah. Pat Keating getting
skating.
Heckled by some Oakmont parents here. I'm beginning to wonder who the adults are.
Niemoller on the right side. Swings in, tries to center the puck. Right through the crease. Latini couldn't quite touch it. Puck now on the Crusader end.
Jacobe in deep.
Long pass doesn't work, so Spartans pick it up. They send a long shot down on Tardif.
Yeah, right in the chest. Just something to get the face off down in that zone. Got to get something to try to get themselves started, I guess.
Long 100-foot shots like that aren't really going to pay off.
Sometimes you get lucky, but yeah, generally you're right.
Low percentage,
Yeah.
as they say. Face off in the Crusader end.
Does have the benefit of getting the face off. Which, unfortunately for the Oakmont Spartans, they did not win.
Oakmont's defense takes a shot. Again, Tardif turns it away without much difficulty. Crusaders have the puck behind their goal. And a nice long feed out. 2-on-2 for the moment. Pass thrown in front. Steers behind the net. Spartan defenseman picks it up.
1 minute to play in the period.
The first period winding down. The Spartans are trying to get some kind of offense going. Down in the corner, bit of a scrum. Looks like the Crusaders have it. No, the Spartans pick it up. Centering pass gets steered back into the corner.
Good job by Tardif holding the side there.
He's looked very strong so far.
Yeah, hasn't seen too much action, but when he has needed to make the stops, he has.
Nice shot on net. Another shot for the Crusaders.
Yep.
They're really testing this goaltender. Puck goes back to the point.
Matt Carroll.
Shot. High again. This time
Goalie had a real good look at that one. Just was able
goaltender
to
was ready with
snatch
the
it
glove.
out.
Yeah. Credit him with a good save there.
Save he had to make to keep this game in hand.
.21 left in the first period. Crusaders grab the puck in the corner, looking to set up, back to the point. Carroll shot wide, scores! Nice! Was that tipped in, Joe?
I think it might have been tipped in front, or it went off the body. I'm not quite sure. We'll wait for the call. If not, it was Matt Carroll on the goal.
Another high shot. They're really picking those corners tonight.
Yeah,
beautifully.
lots of traffic. I think that's a big difference. Goalie can't see it coming and just goes in. An astute observation by a fan here from Oakmont that his goalie is being screened by his own players.
10 seconds left in the period. Crusaders send it around into the corner. Once again, they pick it up. A shot on net blocked by the defender. And that will do it.
Doesn't get much better for a first period than that for the Crusaders.
So, Joe, Coach Crowley has to be very pleased with his squad after that period.
I definitely think he would be. Up 4 goals. They don't want to let up. They don't want to let them back into it.
They made beautiful positional play. Their shooting could only be called superior. And they made a good effort throughout. I really could find no real flaws in the way they played and executed. We'll be back after the ice is resurfaced.
We'll be there. See you then. So we're back with you for the second period. With the Crusaders with a 4-0 edge here so far, and having most of the pressure for most of the first. The Spartans only had a couple minutes with good pressure, and it was definitely not something they could sustain. They're hoping probably to get a much better effort the second time here.
4-0 is a big deficit, but there are 2 periods to go.
Yep, we got a lot of hockey left to play. Crusaders can't really start taking it easy.
If you're just joining us, you're watching Crusader hockey. Groton-Dunstable Crusaders will be skating in the second period from right to left. And their opponent tonight is the Oakmont Spartans in green. And they'll be skating from left to right.
Crusaders looking at their 3rd win of the season here, and Oakmont's got a strong start. They're 7-1-1. But it's not looking good this far for them.
Joe, the Crusaders once again showed a lot of good speed, a lot of good skating ability.
Yeah, a lot of nice screen setup and a lot of shots coming in from the defense that had eyes there that went in the net, but that was definitely with intent.
So, second period underway. Teeny line. Play goes into the Spartan end. Down around their net. Good pressure by the Crusaders forwards. Puck goes up the right-hand boards. Picked up there by Latini. And it's sent back around Tardif. Puck tipped all the way down. Looks like it will be icing. Opening seconds of the second period, 4-0 Crusaders. Face off in the Crusader end. Got Lucchini centering Niemöller and Dodge. Play is on.
And the goals in the first period were scored by Keating, Prue, Niemöller, and we think it was Carroll, unless it went off another Crusader in front of the net.
Dangerous situation in front here. Spartans had some pressure, and they just missed the net to the right.
Yeah, Nevin came out.
Crusaders now trying to straight it out.
Tardif came out a little bit too far there.
Puck goes forward to Niemöller. He comes up on the right side. A good shot. And a nice save by the Spartan goaltender. Good pressure there to turn that around.
Yeah, the Spartans had a good chance there. Didn't end up getting a shot on net, but they had a golden opportunity there with Tardif splayed down.
Both teams send out new fresh legs. Face off in the Spartan end.
Yeah, it looks like the front line out there, the Crusaders.
Puck goes behind the Spartan goaltender where the Crusaders take possession. Ken Strong on the point, sends the puck down around the corner. Picked up there. Down through center, a 2-on-1 Spartans.
Good speed by Brad Garside to get back there. Nice back check there by Garside.
Really canceled that play out. Ooh, a heavy body check. Spartans trying to form up a threat here. Goes nowhere. The Crusaders break it out.
Yep.
1-on-2. Skirts back to center ice. Sent wing to wing, where the Spartans will take possession. They try to work it out, but the Crusaders bring it back into the zone for a shot on net.
Goalie played that out real quickly there.
Puck goes around the corner, picked up on the point, and sent into the center, but the Spartans, well, they don't really gain control, and the Crusaders pick it up again. Another shot on net.
Side. Oh, puck, ooh, that's a quick whistle by the ref there.
3 shots, all from almost the same spot on the ice.
Yep.
Once again, they're peppering the goaltender.
Yeah, from that right in that side, that left dot. Going for the glove side of the goalie.
Fresh legs for both teams. Crusaders send out Mike Cole.
Oh, nice juicy rebound there.
Players on the right side board. Where the Crusaders once again take possession. They have it in front for a backhand.
Nice toe save right there.
Scrum down in the corner. Spartans trying to work it out. And we have a whistle.
Gonna get a whistle here. Crusaders have possession, so it looks like one of them will go to the box.
We'll see what the call is.
I'm gonna say either holding or hooking, but
He's signaling one of the Spartans.
ooh, actually, you know what? I think both teams might get one here. Yep, we got Ben Strauss and number 9 for the Spartans here, matching minors, getting tied up down there.
The official might have sensed it. The action was getting a little heavy, a little testy.
Yeah, I think it was just they stayed on the ground a little too long there. Probably a roughing call. Get some 4-on-4 hockey here.
And it's 5-on-5.
Oh, yes it is. There's another change there.
Puck is tied up in the Spartan end. So if we had 2 penalties, why do we have 5-on-5?
Must be one of those high school rules that doesn't quite translate from. Oh, matching penalties. Matching penalties would be the 5-on-5. If there's incidental minors that came staggered, it would not.
Either way, play is down in the Spartan end. Crusaders win the draw, but the puck goes into the corner and up on the sideboards. The Spartans are going to try to work it out, but once again, it's broken up by the Crusaders. Forechecking.
Yep.
Spartans send it down.
It's like our
Goes
call
behind Tardif for
from
an ice
JV is getting some ice time here, Nick Kirby.
Nick's the new face on the squad.
Yep. He's centering the line of Joe Zinkin and Connor Henneman.
Play is on. Puck goes into the Spartan corner. They attempt to move it up the boards, but it will be picked up at the point and sent back down by the Crusaders. Now it leaves the zone. Picked up there by number
Keating.
21, Patrick Keating. Centering pass, a dangerous one. Spartans couldn't capitalize. Center takes a shot, fairly weak. Cardiff has no problem with it. Puck's on the left side. Crusaders will work it out. Pass up through center. Too many layers of players.
Nice play by Irby there.
Spartans attempting to work it out, and they're going to ice the puck. No, icing is waved off. Cardiff knocks it into the corner. Spartans in there trying to get possession, trying to set something up. They do send it into the corner, looking for a centering pass. Tipped by Tardif.
Yep, paddled out.
Nice heads-up play. Goes off to the wing boards. Cleared out to center by the Crusaders. Spartans send it back up. Another centering pass. Goes into the Spartan zone where weakly to the goaltender.
Ryan Dodge giving the goalie a little ice there.
Both teams will change up. Latini line comes out. Niemöller and Dodge. Looks like we have Strong and Carroll on defense. Latini takes the draw. Gets it back to the point. Puck gets sent into the center. Spartans look like they'll get possession. Niemöller sends it back around, and we have a whistle. What's the call?
Tripping.
10 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the second period.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tripping call on the Crusaders. On Cam Strong.
This will be the second power play this game for the Spartans. They couldn't capitalize on the first one. 5-on-4. Face off in the Crusader end.
So the ref just got hit with the puck, but no harm, no foul there. The Crusaders got the puck back and cleared it down.
Brendan Crew cleared the puck. Spartans will start it out. Smooth skating up through center by their forward.
We got Dodge and Nemo out there on the kill.
Shot on net with a nice save by Tardif. 2 shots. That was the best save of the night, I'd say, Joe.
Yeah, one of the only ones he's allowed or had to splay down there.
Well, the
But he got it.
Spartan forward showed some good skating skills there. Set himself up for the play. Took a good shot. Puck goes around the boards. Crusaders
Nice
clear it
play
out of
by
the zone.
Dodge there.
Less than a minute left on the penalty. Spartans started up. Send it up ice through the center. Work it out a little bit slowly. Pass to the right side. They work it into the Crusader end.
A little confusion on the Spartans there.
Nice block there by the Crusaders. They clear it once again.
No real structure there for the Spartans. They lost their structure once they entered the zone, kind of got confused with each other. Started going to the same spot. Allowing the Crusaders the easy clear. Nice play by Nemo.
Break up, wasting time on the penalty.
Yep, only 15 seconds left on this penalty.
They actually get a shot off. Whoa.
Ooh, goalie lost the puck there.
He lost
He's lucky
sight
that
of
one
it.
didn't end in the back. Brandon Pua, nice shot.
And the Crusaders get it out of the zone. Penalty is expired.
We got Nemo with a bee in his bonnet there. Been on the ice what seems like an eternity, but seems to still have some energy.
Well, they did a nice job killing that penalty.
Yep.
The Spartans had one testing shot on Tardif, but no more.
Yep.
Nice centering pass, broken up
So
there.
the Spartans are trying to get a little offense happy here, which they kind of have to do. Trying to get someone in behind the defense, try to spring them on a breakout.
Well, there was great awareness on the part of the Crusaders. There was several passes broken up coming down through the center. They're really doing a good job of breaking up the flow.
Yep, Keating chasing it back.
Puck comes back to the Crusader end where they'll try to start it up again. Long feed pass up through center. We've got a 2-on-1 break here. Crusaders moving in through the center. Shot on goal, goes wide.
Yeah, just a little wide.
Puck off the boards up to center. Spartans try to set up, bring it back into the zone, which they do. Forward escapes one check.
Yep. Crusaders skate into each other. Nice hit by Robert Hoare. Oh, Hoare's got a step.
Checked on the
Hoare's
boards.
got a step.
Forward pass. 2-on-1 break.
Hoare and Peralt.
2-on-2. Up, shot, blocked by the defender. Goes up into the net. Good hustle there.
Yeah.
The Crusaders, the two players did kind of move together. Might have been better if they'd split apart. Look for that split the D.
Yeah, it looked like Hoare was trying to make himself available for the pass, but the defenseman took away that lane and then blocked up high.
Face off in the Spartan end. Crusaders win it. Is back to the point for a shot on net. Tipped. Oh, that was testy.
Nice rebound there.
Back to the point.
Another shot.
That was Cam Strong.
Lots of shots from our defense here. Lots of rebounds.
Spartans try to work it out. Shot on net, rather weak one.
Yeah, but I don't think Nevin saw that one until it was kind of late. Good job, you fight it off.
Leia's in the corner. Crusaders end. Puck goes behind Tardif. Good pressure here by the Spartans. Doing some good forechecking finally.
Yeah, Mike Coles took the puck away though.
Too far ahead of Kenny. Called for icing.
Yeah, hybrid ice in there. Probably should have let him touch that up. Looked like Strauss had a step.
It was a race, but the official saw it otherwise. Face-off is called at the Crusader end to the left of Nevin Tardif.
Yeah, Oakmont doesn't seem very urgent right now, and they really should.
The line is Cole, Strauss, and Kenny. Cole, Strauss, and Kenny. So the Coach Rowley is shaking things up again. Spartan player check.
Good Jack Rebay.
They just skated out, send it up the left side boards. A heavy check. That was Rive that was checked. He bounced off the boards. He kept his feet under him. Showing good balance in the youngster.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore, not the biggest of a defenseman, but took the hit, got up, kept playing.
Face off in the Crusader end. They win it. Puck goes back to Rive in the corner. Now it's behind Tardif, where the Spartans try to center it.
Yeah.
Puck loose and a shot on net for the goal. Number 25. So the Spartans are on the board, Joe.
Yep, 1-4.
6:29 remaining in the second period, and the Spartans have finally got their first tally.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion and lack of communication there.
They did take advantage of an errant clearing pass.
Yeah, hit one of the Crusaders there and it bounced around and stood there for a while, not really knowing what's going on, and then the puck just came in high.
So off the face-off, Tardif will tie it up. Be a face-off to his left.
Yep, a lot more.
He sends out Latini, Niemöller, Dodge.
A lot more even on the shots this period. Crusaders probably want to take their edge back.
Puck goes into the corner. There's a Spartan behind the net with it. A centering pass. Good tip defensively, sending it into the corner, but it's now back to the point. Spartan defenseman has plenty of time. Sends it into the corner. Another centering pass.
Nice play by Niemöller there to get it out.
He just broke that up.
Yep,
that
on his
really
knees.
would have been a very big threat. Spartan sends it up the boards. Niemöller in the scrum. He was checked. Spartans have it. They send it down for another shot on target.
Yeah, Spartans are getting a little more into this game here.
They've taken it up a notch, there's no question.
Yeah, the goal seemed to give them some energy, which Crusaders probably do not want. Crusaders ice the puck.
We have an icing call here.
Yep.
Both teams will change up. 5:42 remaining in the second period. 4-1 Crusaders. Face-off is to the right of Nevin Tardif, who's made some good saves this game. I wouldn't say he's been tested as much as the Spartan goaltender. Play is on. Puck goes up the board. Spartans are checking more heavily too. I noticed they're taking the man.
Definitely.
You might be trying to eliminate what they see as a speed advantage on the part of the Crusaders. 2-on-1. Crusaders moving in for a shot on net.
Nice shot there.
Deflector save.
Yeah, Robert
Another
Moore.
shot from the point. Right on. Headed for the 5-hole.
Robert Moore trying to seek short side there. Good save.
Crusaders in front. Now we get a shot from center. Blue line.
Brandon
just
Prue.
wide. Puck is deflected out through center, where the Crusaders will have to come back and reset.
Yep, good defensive structure there by the Crusaders.
Good zone time on that section, wouldn't you say, Joe?
Definitely.
Crusaders set up well. They were looking for the pass.
Yep, and a couple good chances there.
Once again, they've got possession, sending it back to the boards. Off the point, there's another shot on net. Low shot to squirts to the side of the corner.
Goalie had no idea where that puck was. Laying on his belly looking for it.
Prue again moves it into the center. Shot goes wide.
Seems like most of these chances that the Crusaders get are stemmed from a start with the defense.
Prue's all over the place on this shift. Look at him. Another shot on net.
And the Spartans smartly take the face off there.
Good shift on the part of Brendan Prue.
Yeah, both defenders there, Brandon Prue and Keating, doing a nice job, getting some shots on net, getting some rebounds, and the goalie came up big.
Fresh legs for both teams. Looks like we have Cole, Strauss, and Kenny. Face-off won by the Crusaders.
A little bit of wrinkle there. They had Cole take the face-off instead of Penny.
Puck is in the corner. Spartans have possession, but they send it up to the point. Weak shot on net.
Yeah, he tried to cover that up, but he missed it.
Crusaders again.
Yeah, high
Good
tip
shot
there.
that goes wide, high and wide. Spartans just send it up the boards. We've got a potential breakout, really goes nowhere. Crusaders again with the puck. Just simply out skating the Spartans.
Yeah, lots of pressure now from the Crusaders. They're trying to get another goal here.
They're winning the puck battles.
All of them seems.
Puck goes into the Crusaders bench.
Yep, right off Phil Rowley's chin.
Both teams will change lines. Three minutes and 38 seconds remain in period number 2. Crusaders hockey, the Latini line. Niemöller and Dodge. Prue and Keating on defense. Puck comes up to the point for a weak shot on the Spartans goaltender.
Another nice low shot there from Prue going for the rebound.
Prue has 3 or 4 shots just in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah. He's been very active.
Latini on the draw. He wins it back into the center. Niemöller for a backhander.
We know he's at the backhander in his arsenal there. That beautiful goal in the first.
Puck goes up the right-hand side. Spartans chase it down into the corner, looking for a centering pass. They make it. Broken up by the defense. Spartans pick it up again. Send it down around behind Tardif. Crusaders work it up the boards. Up through center. Nice pass.
Niemöller one-on-one.
Can't get around the defenseman. Joe, the defenseman played that well because Niemöller's got the speed. If you don't play him man.
Yeah, it looked like Niemöller trying to go drag the puck in between the defenseman's legs, but he closed it up there. Big juicy center and pass. Nobody there to put it in or put it even on net.
Play coming up through the center. Latini moves it down the left side. He's checked. Spartans take the puck in the corner.
And then they give it away. And then,
behind the net.
lots of...
Sends it up into the corner of the boards. Crusaders pressing. Spartans try to wind it up again. Start moving the puck forward, which they do up through the center. One-on-one here from their center. Doesn't get very far with it. Patrick Keating sends the puck up through the center.
Keating
3-on-2.
Keating had the step.
Good rush by the Crusaders. Oh, he swings around, centering pass
side.
here. Oh, the backhander in the net.
Another nice backhand goal. This one by Brad Garside. Nice little stick handling. He made it look like he was going for the pass there and just roofed it backhand.
He swung around the defenseman too with a great burst of speed, and with the player in the slot, the defender really had a choice to make, and he made the wrong one.
Yeah. He took away the passing lane and then forced Garside to go to the backhand, which was a nice goal by Garside.
Puck basically sat on the blue line, but just went into the net on the backhand.
A little bit of gamesmanship there by Robert Hoare, calling for the pass from the Oakmont player. It didn't fall for it that time, but maybe it'll come back.
Play is back on. Puck behind Tardif. Crusader end. Crusader sending up the boards.
There's Harry Peralt.
2-on-1. Crusaders threatening again with another shot on net.
Oh, Peralt puts it in.
Goal. Got his own rebound.
Yeah, they get Hoare calling for the pass to kind of got the goalie looking that way, and then Peralt shoots low and then gets his own rebound, puts it in the back of the net. We get a nice 6-1 lead here.
Well, the goaltender couldn't control the rebound, unfortunately, so it went right back onto his stick. Second shot counted.
Oh, the thing with that being a 2-on-1 is they did Hoare on the left and Peralt racing down to the left side of the net and shot it nice and low. But Hoare being there kind of made the goalie lean towards that direction.
So with a minute and a half remaining in the second period, the Crusaders have taken a very large 6-1 lead. Spartans work it in for a shot on Tardif. Puck is behind him, sent around the boards. Crusaders try to work it up. Long pass to the right wing.
No icing because the goalie came out to play it.
No one at the point, so the Crusaders will come back. Wing to wing it goes.
Oh, Carroll Hanneman, nice pass.
Moving in. Left side, centering pass. Tip toward the goaltender, and another goal.
That's 7-1.
Excellent play, they just didn't give up. He had a centering pass.
Looks like that goal scorer might be Nick Irby.
Oh, what a fine way to make your debut. Irby was in the slot to take the pass.
Yeah, it's just a mess down there. The puck ended up behind the goal line.
It was more of a deflection or a redirect than a shot.
Yeah, it bounced up and landed in the crease, and then it was tapped in by Irby.
Still counts.
Still counts.
Well, the wall's getting rather steep for the Spartans at this point.
Yeah, 7-1 is not the type of game they probably envisioned. Hey, 7-1, it's the record.
This is the most goals the Crusaders have scored this year.
Oh, we do a penalty on one of the Spartans. I'm not quite sure what for.
5-on-4? No. Oh, okay.
Yep, the Crusaders hold a power play here. I think there might have been some unsportsmanlike conduct after that last goal.
Well, we're waiting for the announcement. Not sure what this is about.
He's explained to both coaches here. We'll probably get a call here from Mr. Chris Hunter, but we'll wait for that.
.55 seconds remain in period number 2.
So considering Crusaders scored on that last play, it means there's either 2 penalties or it happened after the goal.
Crusaders win the draw. They have the power play and work the puck up through center. Pass goes through Niemoller's legs. He knocks it down out of the air, though.
Nice hand-eye there by Niemöller.
Spartans send it back around, down behind Tardif. 38 seconds, time for a rush. Crusaders skate it out. Niemöller takes the puck off his skates.
Yeah, that's what they're playing soccer there before the game.
Centering pass goes behind the net, down around the corner. A big check by the Spartan defense. Oh, and they clear it out of the zone. The Crusaders will have to pull back and regroup. Spartans now take possession. They've got a little bit of a threat going. A shot goes wide of Tardif. 10 seconds remain in the period. Can they get something out of this? Better hurry.
Looks like those 11 o'clock run go D to D.
Clock will run out.
Yep, that'll do it for period 2. The 7-1 Crusader lead on another strong period. We have goals from Garside, Peralt, and we think Nick Irby, but we'll wait for the official call on that.
A quick tally of the shots, Joe, shows it to be more even than the first period.
Definitely more even. The second half of that second period, the Crusaders really put it on and got a couple of goals out of it. And we'll be back with you at the beginning of the third. We're rejoining you for the third period here. Crusaders with a 7-1 lead over the Oakmont Spartans.
So Joe, with a lead of that magnitude, do you think Coach will take advantage of the opportunity to mix the lines up, run some of the younger players? Or?
Yeah, I definitely think we'll see a different look from the Crusaders here. Get the younger players in, get them some skating time, get them some experience, hopefully build for the future. We had 36 seconds left on the Crusader power play too. So we could be looking at an 8-1 if the Crusaders capitalize on that.
Now, if you were the Spartan coach, what would you be telling your team between periods?
I mean, you got to just have them commit to a good effort, and which they haven't really had, a good sustained effort. They've had it in spurts, but really nothing, obviously, that can translate to the scoreboard. And you just don't want to be embarrassed even more than you are right now.
Well, it seems as though there's a clear skating edge on the part of the Crusaders. The Spartans have a couple of players with some good skating legs, but on balance, the average. Yeah,
and at the start of the game, it seemed pretty even. And as the game got kind of out of hand in the Crusaders' favor, it seemed like the Spartans seemed to slow down, and that's not something you want to see as a coach. You know,
well, they've got to be feeling some frustration.
Exactly, but you know, it's how you persevere through that frustration.
Third period underway. Bikini sends the puck back to the defense. Crusaders on the power play, 5-on-4. They work it into the zone. Eric Niemöller sends it back to the point. Keating takes a shot that's blocked. On net.
Yeah, Brandon Prue.
Just wide. Keating sends it down into the corner. Niemöller sends it back to Keating on the point, looking to set up for the shot. The tip went the other direction.
Yep,
down into the corner.
A nice high umbrella there set up, rotating to get the shot out to the D.
Teeny battles in the corner.
See, it's the puck battles like that you really can't afford to lose when you're down 7-1.
Niemöller loses a check there, picks up the puck and gets it back to the point. Keating on the shot.
Nice quick shot.
By the defender. Another shot on net. Spartan goaltender flashed out the left pad. Made a nice stop. And the Spartans pick up the puck.
Momentarily, anyway.
Broke that up, and he has the puck behind the Crusader end. Penalty has expired.
Looks like Dodge just blew an edge there.
Puck back into the Crusader end. Dodge sends it to the center. Lucchini can't control the pass.
Nice strong body check there by Brandon Prue.
Puck ends up behind Tardif in the Crusader end.
And it's the committed checking shows how the Crusaders want to play. They want to keep the body contact up and just end this game on a strong note.
Spartans trying to work it out. Once again, not having much luck against the forecheck of the Crusaders.
Brad Garside there.
Takes it around the net, looking for the point, which he finds. Back to Garside. Whoop, puck loose. He hits it up the boards.
Good self pass there.
Keeping it in the zone. Crusader pressure and a heavy check. That was on Perot.
And that's what you want to see if you're a Spartan. You want to see your guys still hitting even though they're down 7-1. It's sort of hopeless, but you can build off something here.
Crusaders take possession. The puck goes up the right-hand side. Moving into the Spartan zone. But the Spartan defense will pick it up. Crusaders perhaps playing a bit more defensively.
Yeah, definitely collapsing more. But I mean, here we are, almost 3 minutes into the period, and the Spartans have no shots on net.
They're going to need a lot. Crusaders take possession, send the puck down the zone, and they're going to change lines.
Yeah, at this point we're looking realistically. The Spartans aren't going to come back to win this game, but you can try to build something from this loss.
Heavy check by Mike Cole. The Spartan player has the puck, but it's 1-on-3. Gets it into the center nonetheless. Ends up behind the Crusader end. Crusader net, and we have a whistle.
We're going to call for tripping here. Yep, tripping against the Spartans. With Jack Revega chopped down there behind the net.
Well, it's going to be hard to make up ground if you're shorthanded.
Yeah, this is definitely not something you want to see as a Spartan. The frustration will only be exacerbated by another goal.
So, Crusaders go on the power play. 11 minutes, 57 seconds remain. Period 3, 7-1. Latini, Vimol, or Dodge. John Rivet picks up the puck behind the net.
Oh, we do have a goalie change too on the Spartan end.
Crusaders trying to set up here on the power play. Carry the puck into the end. The Spartan defense stops the puck. It's still under Crusader control. Looking for a centering pass. Oh, Latini just misses that forward pass.
There you go. That's why you wear a mask. Right off the goalie.
Keating had another shot headed for the corner.
Yep. Good job. The Spartan goalie got his face in between the puck and the corner.
That's about 3 or 4 right on that far corner for Keating tonight.
Yeah, he's got a nice goal to go for it too.
One of which paid off. Nice shot on that.
Oh, that's
and it hits
almost
the post.
Inside there, yeah.
Goaltender made the initial save. Puck squirted by him.
The whole puck needs to go across there, and that wasn't the case. Very close though.
Keating from the point again. Oh! Shot on that, 2 shots. Puck was in front, Dodge on the side. Looked like he picked up the puck, got a kind of a weak shot. Spartan goaltender was able to contain it.
Yep, fresh goalie, got nice action, good saves. That's the type of stuff you can build from a blowout.
8 seconds on the penalty. Penalty has expired. Teams at full strength. Crusaders work the puck into the zone.
Keating, all the way in.
Back on defense. Whoa, a shot from the center. Crusaders couldn't pick that up.
Hops up him.
Drops his stick.
Yep. He goes back to get it. Hope it doesn't cost him.
3-on-2 for the moment. Now here again, Joe, instead of looking for the pass, he sent the puck down into the corner.
Yeah, you got to realize if you're a Spartan there that you got Peralt way behind the action trying to fetch a stick and try to take advantage, but instead they just dumped it and gave it over.
Crusaders get another breakout pass. A little bit ahead of Brad Garside. Puck goes into the corner.
Brad Garside, the lone senior of this Crusaders club.
He sends the puck toward the net where it ends up behind the Spartan goaltender and around the boards. Back to the point. Cruz sends it in.
Oh,
takes
Cruz
a check
flattened
for his
someone.
troubles. And the puck squirts out to the Crusader
There comes
end.
a question there. It's hit or be hit, and Crew definitely did the hitting there.
Crusaders looking to set up. Spartans are the team that's collapsing here. Look at this. All 5 players well behind the blue line.
Yeah, they're just trying. They're in damage control here.
To the point. Cruz going to have possession here. Goes down into the corner around the back of the Spartan net. They finally pick up control.
Strong play by Garside. Yep.
Picks that up. Centering pass up to the point.
Just right through the slot, but nobody was home.
Ken Strong sends the puck down around behind the Spartan net. And a backhand shot and a goal.
Absolutely a goal by Harry Peralt.
Yes. If
Nice.
I'm not mistaken, that was the 3rd backhand goal tonight.
Yeah, this one was just tough goal for the goalie there. He was standing up, went right between him, right behind him. The other 2 backhands are very high. Very nice goals. That'd be Peralt's 2nd of the night.
Well, the Crusaders are just buzzing around the net here.
Yeah, there's the structure for the Spartans is really taking them a turn for the worse.
Play is underway. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. 8-1 lead for the Crusaders. We'll have a whistle here down on the Crusader end.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Spartans react to this brutal loss here. Up until this point in the season, they've only had 2 losses, one of which came in overtime.
Yes, their record is going to be tarnished quite a bit.
Actually, check that. Only 1 loss. That other one is a tie.
Face off to the right of Tardif.
But
Spartans win it and get a tip on net. Tardif with a save.
this is the type of game that you just want to forget.
Another shot from the center, blocked. Nice block. Oh, Penny, breakaway. Oh, he's just broken up from behind. We're going to have a whistle here.
Oh, yeah.
Could that be a penalty?
Interference right there.
Joe, it was a clear breakaway. Oh, I apologize. No penalty. He scored. He was tripped on the play.
Yeah, he didn't score. It's a penalty shot.
Will it be a penalty shot or a penalty?
I believe so. No, it's a penalty shot. can tell the Oakmont players over there on the bench. They're sending out.
Well, this is one of the more exciting
Penny.
plays in all of hockey. Under the rules, if the player would have had a clean breakaway when he was tripped, instead of awarding a penalty, the Spartan net is out of place. Somebody needs to get that back in place. Well, we've got the net out of place here.
Groton-Dunstable has the choice of a penalty shot or to have them serve the minor penalty. Groton-Dunstable has chosen the penalty shot and will be 5-on-5 after the shot.
We're hoping the official will see the net's out of place here.
I think he has now. He's gave a thumbs up, but he's going down there to fix it right now.
So, under the rules, Groton-Dunstable could elect either a penalty or the penalty shot, and they're going for the penalty shot. Is that an odds play, Joe? What's the strategy here?
Yeah, you got Penny, who's a pretty good skater, and you got a goalie that is, up until this point, not super tested. That's in the net. You take the chance, especially with the game kind of out of hands.
Here we go. Penny on the penalty shot. Oh! Spartan goaltender tracked him really well.
Well, they've got something to cheer for, I guess.
Flashed out the right pad, made the save. Well, you can see that was a lift for his team.
And I'm hearing from the Oakmont parents that this is an 8th grader in net.
But the Crusaders still have a lot to smile about. They carry an 8-1 lead,
Yep.
8 minutes remaining in period 3. Face off in the Spartan end.
This goalie hopefully has a nice, bright future here.
Crusaders win possession. Another shot on net there. Spartan goaltender made the save.
Yep.
2 shots. Another one from the side. Crusaders get it back to the point. Oh, it's deflected, but never makes it to the net. Back to the point again. Keating sends it across the crew. Down into the corner. Spartan defender will pick it up, send it up to the boards. Just past their winger. Crusaders take possession. There's no icing on that play. Crusaders work it out smartly. 2-on-2. Trying to get a centering feed. Blocked by the goaltender. Spartan defenseman takes it into the corner. Looking for a long lead pass.
Yeah, a little bit of cherry picking there. I mean, what's the harm, I guess?
Big save by Tardif. Spartan goaltender made a nice move to get in close. Tardif was ready.
Yeah, good job being ready there. Hasn't seen much action all day, or all period rather.
Crusaders working into the zone. 2-on-2. Centering pass goes right through the crease.
Yeah, we had the zinking out there.
Crusaders again, another centering pass. He's got a whistle.
Not quite sure what for.
Looking for a call. Looks like one of the Crusaders is going to go off.
Oh, it's a hand pass, so the puck will come back in the other zone.
So the face-off is moved down to the Crusader end, to the left of Tardif. Play is on. Crusaders work it up through the center. Into the zone. It could be offside, but Spartans move it out anyway. Once again, the Crusaders take possession. Scrum down on the left side. Puck goes around behind Tardif, where it's in the netting.
Yeah, got stuck up in the net there. They'll call it dead. Give him the face-off outside.
6 minutes, 25 seconds remain. Period 3. This is Crusader hockey. Crusaders hold an 8-1 lead over the Oakmont Spartans. Play is underway. Puck is at center.
That's a goal.
And by Dodge, he took a long shot.
Yep, that's a goal.
Scored.
And Dodge.
Another
from,
high one.
Yeah, center ice there. That's just one the goalie definitely wants back.
He must have lost sight of it.
Yeah, he's a young goalie. Like I said earlier, I think Oakmont parents said he was an 8th grader. Getting some action here in varsity hockey.
So,
His teammates still very supportive of him. It's good to see.
It will will take something close to a miracle, I think, at this point for the Spartans to get back in this one.
Don't think it's happening here.
Just try to put the best light on their situation.
Yeah, there's best light is that it's over in 6 minutes.
Center ice face-off. Crusaders win the draw. Kitty takes it around, sends it over to Strong, up to Garside. We have another whistle. Offside.
One time. One time. Oh,
Face-off just outside the blue line.
Just get the word from Joe Reska there. They're going to run the time because of the score differential. So even when there's stoppage, the time will keep running. So regardless what happens down there, the game will be over in 5 minutes and 44 seconds. Icing, stoppage, any other stuff. They're just trying
to end the misery sooner.
I think that's kind of the idea of it. At this point, there is no real hope for the comeback, like I said.
Well,
and they just keep it running. It's a bit of a.
Crusaders have played so well, we all get to go home early.
Thanks, guys.
They carted into the zone. 4-on-2. Another shot goes wide.
Yeah.
Spartans
The
going to work it out
goalie would have
here.
missed that one too.
Spartans now with a bit of a threat. The shot goes wide of Tardif.
This game's starting to resemble some sort of pond hockey. No real structure either way, just back and forth.
Squirts out of the zone to center ice.
Yeah. It's a tough
Kenny
break for the
blocks the puck along the board, sends it deep.
Penny.
I'll work on it.
It's okay. A penny for your thoughts.
Plays in the Spartan end. Once again, the Crusaders with a threat. Centering pass broken up by the defender. And we have a whistle here. Player down. Was that a tripping call?
Just offsides, I think.
The Spartans are changing up. Just over 4 minutes remain in the third period of what you could really only call a rout.
Yeah, lots of frustrated Spartans over there. Where's Leonidas when you need him?
Crusaders have also won the majority of the face-offs. Something we haven't mentioned yet.
Yeah, the Crusaders seem to be having their way on the face-offs. They can go through them, they can go back to their own men, but they've definitely retained dominance here in the face-off circle, regardless where it is, and really regardless who's taking it.
The Spartan forecheck has really been ineffective, and that has made it an easy evening for Cardiff.
More like a Spartan 3-check. But there will be more games for the Spartans, and hopefully they'll bounce back. Take what you can, take the lumps and learn.
Spartans working up for a 2-on-1 break here. Losing into the center for a shot on Tardif. Whoa!
Yeah, Cam Strong also put in his own net there, yeah.
Who's going to get credit for that shot, Joe?
You can give it to the Spartan, and you give a little pat on the head for their Cam Strong.
Do they feel that bad for them?
No. There's no crying in baseball, nor is there any crying in hockey.
Being serious, though, that does count as 2 shots.
It only counts as 1 shot because the original shooter was a Spartan. Cam Strong would not get credit for a shot, nor will the other team.
But if it did score...
If it did score, it would be to the last player on the Spartans that touched it. But it doesn't count as a shot.
Crusaders send the puck out to center ice. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Crusaders aren't really putting the pressure on too hard. It's more of a sportsmanship thing there. They've had a couple of shots they didn't take.
Crusaders now with another threat. Spartans work it out. They could have a 3-on-1 if they hustle. 3-on-2.
Yeah, Jacobe's jumping in behind the
Moving
play.
into the center. They're looking for that pass, and they do get a shot tipped just wide of Cardiff.
It's only the 3rd shot of the period if we have our numbers right for the Spartans.
They get it back to the point. Defender's going to send it in, but weakly behind the net. They do pick it up, but the Crusader defenders grab control. And he sends it forward, and we have a breakaway here. Backhand shot goes high and wide. Nice rush.
Ben Strauss.
Number 14.
Ben Strauss.
Yes. Nice rush on the part of Strauss.
Yep, we got a nice young lineup there for the Crusaders out there too.
Minute and 30 seconds remain. Spartans behind their own net. Try to work it up the side. Which they do, looking for a breakout. Nice check.
Hit with Matt Carroll. Matt Carroll, the freshman there. One of the two.
Oh, and they score.
And it seems like the Spartans are looking at a different game. There's a lot of cheering going on for that second goal of the game. It's 2-9.
Carroll couldn't quite get there to lift his stick.
Yeah.
He got the shot off. It was right along the ice, too. But it went right between the legs of Evan Tardif.
Looks like I think that'll be attributed to one of the Oakmont defensemen.
Once again, for the folks out there, we do not have the list of names of the opposing players. It was a good play, whoever it was.
I think that'd be whomever, Gary.
Whomever. Puck in the Crusader ends. Under 1 minute to play in the period, 50 seconds to go.
Yeah, and Coach Riley's using some of his 7 sophomores and 2 freshmen out there. We got only young people out here.
On the left side where the Spartan defenseman picks it up, sends it around down behind the net. Try looking for a breakout pass, which doesn't work. Our new Irby breaks up the play and sends it into the center for a tip.
Just wide, yep.
Just wide. Irby takes a shot and a save. So Irby has a goal and a couple of shots. He's been part of the offense without question. He's been noticeable. He's going to be happy with his first game as a Crusader.
Yeah, they're getting double shifted out here. The young line for the Crusaders. Good.
Crusaders win the face-off. Oh, and a backhand just goes wide. Cruz sends it in deep behind the Spartan end.
And 10 seconds left, Scare. It looks like Keating will skate it back. And he takes a look at the clock. He's going to skate it around.
That will do it.
That'll do it. A rout here at the Frank Junie O'Brien rink. We had 9-2 Crusaders. And our goal scorers are, in the first period, we had Keating, Prue, Niemoller, and Carroll. In the second period, we had Garside, Peralt, and Irby of this first goal of the first home game, actually. And then in the third period, we had Peralt again and Dodge for a total of 9. And we don't know who the goal scorers were for Oakmont, but the second one, I think, was number 25, their captain.
So in a very convincing 9-2 win, the Spartans gave something of a contest in the second period. If you look at the shot totals, it was really lopsided in the first and third period.
Yep. And the Crusaders improved to 3-5-1 on the season, and the Spartans go down to 7-2-1.
So as we watch the teams shaking hands at the end of this contest, we'll be saying good evening to you. My name's Gary Babin. I'm here with Joe Bisbee. Joe Ruska working behind that camera. And we'll look forward to seeing you at the next game.
Yeah, and that actually happens. We get to watch Houston on Wednesday. We'll catch you then. Bye.